think people don't really actually care about your product as much as you actually think they do. For instance, I was trying to brainstorm with somebody in my team, and he's notorious when it comes to women. So for me to pass the message across, I obviously had to use a number of females to describe it, and in less than how many minutes, we were good. I think the one thing you need to do is find what actually matters to your consumers or whoever you're selling to, and then weave your messaging or your product around that. A typical pressure moment is when the client sends emails, thinkers, the bosses, it starts from the top, the head of brands comes to the head of creative department, and everywhere is in quiet because something is supposedly burning, but nobody is dying.
OG's Corner.
Hi guys, my name is Ify and I am a creative lead at ODOV, and welcome to OG's Corner.
OG's Corner.
I think for me, I just ask myself one question. What do I want, or what do I expect everyone or whoever I'm speaking to take out of this? If I can say it or articulate it in a single line, then that's what it is. I find the story or analogy or any scenario to weave around message across. For instance, I was trying to brainstorm with somebody in my team, and he's notorious when it comes to women. So for me to pass the message across, I obviously had to use a number of females to describe it, and in less than how many minutes, we were good. So yes, again, figure out the core of your idea. Find a simple message or a simple line. What do I want this person to take out of it? And then find a way to weave both. And you're good. I think one trend is basically that every brand feels like they have to be present on every social platform. For me, I think that's what it is. I think it was designed maybe by Mark or L to just stress every creative out. You need to just find your audience, find where they thrive, where they exist, and create content on those platforms instead of being present on Twitter when you are, for instance, a solar brand and nobody's just chatting about solar or there. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's that, and please pardon my Igbo, but I don't think people don't really actually care about your product as much as you actually think they do. You're just interested in how it fits into their daily life. So if you're thinking about selling your product, thinking about selling your brand, I would suggest the first point of call is, how does this make my targets, or how does this make my consumers' life easier? How can I put it in their daily lifestyle? And from there, we can actually communicate. Okay, for me, I would say that is patience. And I'm not even going to lie, that's one aspect that is still a work in progress for me as a leader. And of course, I think it started off when I got the opportunity to work with this new, fun, enlightening generation. I think it's the last of the alphabet. I'm not going to say. Let's figure. Okay, one thing that every client understood, which is impossible, but it's not really about breaking down things. It's about breaking through, if you get what I mean. So you find a client or a brand or a product owner, you have so many things you want to sell in just one communication. Then you bombard everybody with all of this information. I think the one thing you need to do is find what actually matters to your consumers or whoever you're selling to, and then weave your messaging or your product around that. Take it one step at a time. Be as single-minded as possible, and you actually break through more than you tend to. Oh, a typical pressure moment is when the client sends emails, thinkers, the bosses, it starts from the top. The head of brands comes to the head of creative department, and everywhere is in fire because something is supposedly burning, but the truth is nobody is dying. So for me, I'm not even going to lie, and I'm not sure I'm the best person to advise you about this, but I actually just take a break. I take a breather. You hear what's going on, take a breather. Let whatever is actually burn, and then you come back to it. Don't take that advice. You might actually lose your clients. But yeah, on a serious note, actually, there's nothing that can do you good as much as taking a breather. And that's what I believe. Most times when there's heat, when there's pressure, nothing gets done. Nothing at all until people actually pause and take things in. So yeah. But yeah, my name is EC once again, and you know who I am. The best of the best.